Hi guys, it's Mandy from MandyleePlays, and for today's tips and tricks video, I'm going to share with you how to get 3 stars for your island. Now I get this question a lot, so I thought I would do a video on this. So getting 3 stars for your island is kind of big because it opens a lot of doorways, especially with the new Island Designer app. Now, to get the app, you're going to have to get your island to 3 stars. Now, you're asking, how do I do that, good lady? So, I'm going to instruct you. So, there's a few steps to the process, and one of them involves going to Isabel. But before we do that, I want to go through step 1, and that is clean up your island. Make it look at least presentable, and by that I mean pick all the weeds. The weeds might not look as ugly as previous games, but they're still weeds nonetheless, and they still need to be picked. Now, as you can see, my island is pretty weedless, and that's because I clean them up very good. But always make sure to look around your island, the back, the front, and pick up some weeds, because that could help. There is virtually not that much weeds on my island, but there are still some, especially in the ones in the back that I don't really go as often. Weeds tend to grow there. So I just pick them up and I clean them up. So do that to your whole island. Make sure it's weedless. Pick up these branches. Make sure everything's nice and tidy. So that is step 1. Now, on to step 2. And that involves talking to Isabel. Talk to the adorable Isabel. And you're going to go to Let's Talk Island Evals. Now she's going to give you an evaluation of your island. So mine right now is a 3-star. And then she's going to tell you an excerpt. I look forward to my Sunday's visits when Graham's knees get better. It will be swell to bring her with me. Now those are from people who visit your island and then leave. It sounds like a whole bunch of gibberish, but she'll be nice enough to kind of put it into things you could actually do. So she says, according to recent feedback, the general sentiment is that this island lacks appealing scenery. Well, I think there's only one way to respond to this info. Decorate the entire island head to toe or stem to sea. Alright. If you use the resources found in the island and decorate with items you've crafted. And there you have it. And good for now. So basically, she just told me that I need to decorate the island with a whole bunch of stuff, I guess. That means you could decorate it with street lamps, posts, tables, chairs, anything like that you could put on your island. And you should go to the Nook shopping. And it'll show you the catalog of all the stuff you bought before, but if you want to buy something for outside, you could buy it or make it. And there's also special goods, which also help. Like you could put this outdoor table kind of game thing that does count as a decoration. A lot of things count as decorations, so keep that in mind. And there's also this, which if you tie the Animal Crossing Pocket Camp to Animal Crossing New Horizons, you'll get these promotional stuff that can only be found by tying the 2 things together. And they give you flags, little stands, campsite, games, and these little pocket souvenirs of a car, stuff like that. Oh, and you can also go to the Nook Miles, and that also gives you a lot of variety, especially with gates or fences. And it gives you like a whole bunch of stuff you could get to decorate your island. But keep in mind, that's what she said about my island. There are different variables that go into your island rank. And one of them is decorating your island. Another one is flowers. Flowers, flowers, flowers. Keep lots of flowers. So yeah, not just flowers. You gotta arrange them a little bit. Make them look pretty. Put them in like your neighbor's yard or to decorate a street, something like that, to make a little collage or something, always have flowers. Now the flowers in these games do not wither. Instead, if you water them, they could produce more flowers. And they could also have the side effect of producing hybrid flowers, which are colors that are not seen in the nature of Animal Crossing, like pink, orange, this orange red thing, black. Now the native flowers to my island are lilies, so I took advantage of that and just planted a whole bunch of lilies, watered them so they could multiply, and planted some more. Also, you can go to random islands and they'll give you a different kind of flower to put, or you could have friends visit your island or send you flowers from their island that you don't have, and vice versa. So always keep in mind flowers, flowers, flowers. A lot of flowers. Now you probably don't need this much like I have now. This is my nursery where I grow flowers, but they are very important. Very important. Now I don't know the exact amount of flowers needed to, you know, get Isabel not to nag about it, but better play it safe and put a lot of flowers than put a little. Now another thing is, if she stops talking about it, that means that you did it. So if she stops talking about the flowers, that means you have enough flowers. If she stops talking about decorating, it means you're done decorating. So that gives you a clearer picture of what to do next, and you don't have to worry about the flowers as much if she doesn't talk about it. Now the next thing is residents. You're gonna have to have at least 8 to 10 residents. I think the max is 10. Now that should be easy. All you have to do is go to Tom Nook. Alright, so you're gonna talk to him and there's gonna be an option to buy out land. Now I don't have the option because I'm maxed out of my villagers, but you will see an option to buy out land. So you're gonna do that, and it's about 20,000 bells. So you plant another area where a house is gonna be, and then you buy some Nook Mile tickets, like this one. Then you go to the random island, and then there'll be a villager there, and you could ask him or her to join your island. And if it's from a random island, most of the time they are going to say yes, so don't worry about getting rejected or anything. And that should be it for residents. So yeah, you don't have to keep them happy, you don't have to, none of that. You just have to get at least 8 to 10 residents on your island. Alright, and the next one is fences. I don't know why they emphasize fences so much in this game. So honestly, I don't really like them, but it's a thing and it does help your island get to 3 stars. What I like to do is build fences, but not like as grand. Like I will put it here so it looks like a fence for, oh sorry, so it looks like a fence for the water, like that. I'll just leave it like that. I wouldn't finish it or circle it around. You don't really need to finish them, you just need to put them where it makes a little bit of sense. So another example is right here. I put some in front of the flowers, between the 2 stores, bada bing bada boom, a little garden area with fences. But I mostly put it in places where I don't have to like circle it around or anything, because they can be kind of a hassle to deal with, fencing. So yeah, keep fencing things until Isabel is satisfied and she does not say anything more about fencing. Then you did good on the fencing. Alright, so we discussed fencing, decorating your island, residents, and flowers. Those are pretty much it for getting 3 stars. Now that is for getting 3 stars, nothing more, nothing less. It's just for 3 stars. And then once you've reached the 3 stars, she will tell you you've reached 3 stars, and KK Slider will do a concert on your island, and then afterwards Tom Nook will approach you and give you the Island Designer app where you could do all the terraforming and chaos you want. And put paths. So that's a biggie. So yeah, that is it to getting a 3-star island. like I said, nothing more, nothing less. And you could just let your imagination run free from there. And even though your island could go down a star, you still have the app with you. It never goes away. So, yay. So that's it for my tips and tricks. If you found this helpful, please leave a like. And if you like my content and would love to see more, please hit that subscribe button. You will not be disappointed. You can follow me on Twitter at MandyleePlays. I hope you guys have a beautiful day and play a good game. Bye!